I believe we need to defend the border. And I'll go further. I thought they were making it too hard to build a fence on the border. How can they spend so much money to build a fence? And so I come from the construction background. We build things. We also demolish things, but we build things. And so I like to put things together. So I sat down at the drawing board and drew up, not a fence, but a concrete wall. Now I think we ought to have a fence on the border, and it ought to be a pretty good one. And we ought to come in there X number of feet and build a patrol road. And then inside of that, so that we can defend it on both sides, we should build a concrete wall. And we can do that, this whole package, a road, a fence near the border, a concrete wall inside the border that can be patrolled. And so I designed that, put that together. We can do the wall for about $1.2 million a mile. You can do the whole thing for about $2 million a mile. Now that sounds like a lot of money. But here's what's going on. Nobody knows these numbers. They don't ask these questions. We're spending about $12 billion on our southern border. $12 billion. That comes out to be $6 million a mile. Now, if you just kind of think of a mile of road in Colorado, and think what that would be like if, let's just say, Janet Napolitano came to you with a contract and said, I really need you to defend this mile of our border. We're spending $6 million to defend that mile. I want you to be the one that has the contract to defend that mile. And this is a 10-year contract. So you've got $60 million to defend one single mile for the duration of the congressional budget, 10 years. Now, and I'd do it too. But would you hire 60 Border Patrol officers to stand there and watch that mile and then chase them 60 or 80 miles up into the desert? Or would you go, well, let me see, I've got $60 million to work with. Let me spend about $2 million and build a fence, a road, a wall, put a little wire on top of that wall, and some sensory devices up there, so that we can have a minimal number of people that are taking care of this infrastructure. That's a one-time investment with only a little bit of maintenance going on. That's what I'd do, and I'd have $58 million left in my contract. And I told this to Carl Rove one day. We were having this discussion. I said, Carl, if you give me $6 million a mile, there will not be a cockroach get across my mile. I guarantee it.